Ladies and gentlemen, happy Weather Person's Day at the kickoff of Super Bowl weekend. And it's pretty much the 4-year anniversary of back in the day where, as your planetary defense commander, I got invited to a NASA Super Bowl event where I got to run around and talk to a bunch of people from a bunch of different sectors. A lot has changed since then, though some things are still the same. And I love all y'all. Y'all are great. And the weather community, weather Twitter, has gotten super duper fantastic since the time that I've been planetary defense commander. And I appreciate everyone out there who loves and appreciates the beauty and magic of weather, and how weather changes every day and we will never completely understand everything. And yeah, we got a storm coming, and then we'll have a storm after that, and then we'll have a storm after that. It's like wave after wave after wave, baby. And so, yeah, we are in the middle of pandemic winter 2021. The good news is, I think people get angrier and have shorter tempers when it's really hot. So, we have a giant burst of Arctic cold headed our way for many in the USA. Deep frozen south precipitation be added along with it. How much, where, and when, and how low will it go? Nobody knows yet. So, I'm just letting you know that happy Weather Person's Day, National Weather Person's Day. Many of us take weather information for granted. So today we recognize the people that dedicate their lives to providing us with the latest and greatest weather info daily. Thank you all for what you do. It's brought to us by the Office of Homeland Security, Emergency Management, yo. And in my opinion, hurricane season is much deadlier than winter storm season because unless you're a total dumbass, most of the time you can avoid death or asterisk. I guess that was insensitive to say in an attempt to make a joke. Beth Carpenter, very rare look to ensemble, 5-day mean temperature departures. We're talking about this big period where all the cold air comes in and then it's going to hit a bunch of precipitation. And so we're pretty much locked into the chance of there being a pretty big storm or multiple storms around that period, that week. And we've been watching that period for a couple weeks now. So the closer we get to it, the more the data is locking in. We're just trying to figure out where, why, when, how much, and stuff. Plus, photos. And thank you very much to Astro Fight Club. No, I did not hit my total wanted monthly fundraiser goal for THORnews, but I paid rent and I'll be able to pay electricity. And so I am super duper grateful I'm still alive today here with you as your planetary defense commander. Yeah, dude, it has been crazy. The last 4 years, we've been in the quicker quickening, bro. And you know things are really weird, and I know things are really weird. And much of these days have been super duper challenging, and we've had issues as a collective communicating with each other, while certain Madison Avenue or just the Hydra economic system that's been around for 5,000 years takes advantage of strange power vacuums during a time of divide and conquer and a raging pandemic with economic inequality heading off into their yin and yang ways at super exponential hockey sticking levels. You know what I'm talking about? Things have been crazy, getting crazier, and at times we even have to talk about avoiding mutually assured destruction or World War III. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, great. But I'm just trying to say that I love you guys. For some reason, I woke up and got extremely optimistic, and I don't even know why. I'm like, why am I in such a good mood? But I am. It just feels like, I don't know. Maybe we've made it past the worst of everything, and things will continue to improve. And that's how I've felt since I've been your planetary defense commander. That is how I shall do my best to continue to feel. And I've warned you guys ahead of time that probably up into February 14th, I will stay chivalrous and optimistic at the very best of my abilities. Yeah. And so that's what I'm here doing. And giving tons of grateful gratitude to everyone around. Because there's so many awesome people out there. And it takes a lot to keep civilization working. It feels like there's a romantic, cool Star Trek groove in the air today. Can you sense it? You know, it is sort of crazy for me to run around and call myself a Star-Lord New Thor 7 since at least 2014. And I appreciate the fact that I can kind of like look back in this Mercury retrograde, like what exactly was I feeling January 26, 2017? And let me tell you, the space program vibes were through the roof. And I was like, hey man, why does it feel like the Nazis versus Charlie Brown? That was exactly like, those were my feelings in 2017. We're like 10 days into the new Trump administration. So it's neat that, I don't know, it's been a wild ride, man. And I've been doing my very best. Though I haven't been perfect, I apologize for that. I'm sorry. I will do my best to get better. We've got 6 planets in the constellations of Aquarius right now. And so it has a very Age of Aquarius vibe to it. And so Aquarius being a very air aspect, I think there's going to be a burst in space exploration and learning more about the solar system around us. And here we're looking at the first photos of Mars by the Chinese probe Tianwen Uno, you know? And so I'm optimistic because, you know, their symbol is like Space Force or Star Trek. And remember in Star Trek, all the nations worked together and they figured it all out, ended war, figured out how to feed everybody. And so that is cool and technically the goal we're working towards. But to me, it does seem like the Marsy aspect of all things of the last 20 years since 1999 has been pretty war, fear and terror-y. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, great. But hopefully that 20-year era is over, as we did have the divine conjunction royal of Jupiter and Saturn in the sky in Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? And it's a cool trend that most of the great weather people and cool weather Twitter people all have pets or really love pets. You know, like me, at the moment, I can't afford them in a foxhole. It's just not the best environment. But if I could have dogs, cats, and birds and horses now, I would. But so yeah, animals are magic, dude. So it kind of feels like December or Christmassy today to me for some reason. Can you dig it? I can. And so, you know, like yesterday I was talking about the blizzards that were coming to Iowa. These storms have definitely been packing some punches for sure. And blue lightning is crazy. A blue jet lightning seen from space. These lightning bolts get their blue color by exciting the stratospheric nitrogen, which is different to the common lightning bolt because most lightning is confined to the troposphere, not making it into the stratosphere. But today definitely feels like every day in every way, God is making me better and better. And so I hope you feel the same. I hope you have a great day. I am grateful for you. I'm grateful for y'all. And it's a Sagittarius moon, and Sagittarius A is cool. God bless everyone. Stay cool. I'll talk to y'all in the near future. But be smart. Play defense. Okay. That's all cut down on the shit talking. Okay, great. Ready? Break.